Good morning, everyone, and Sora in here. Ever wonder why that friend of yours is a lot stronger now, even though you both started at the same time and only bought the premium pass for its juicy benefits? Well, the answer might lie in these dungeons. Yes, it all comes down to these four dungeons, and today I will be showing you how you can properly tackle them all. And you might think this guide is only for beginners, but you're completely wrong about that one. This can also help you get stronger faster, especially with the server merge, as you'll need these tips if you haven't been doing them already. Alright, here we'll start with Akma Mine. While it's often overlooked, it's actually super useful, especially if you're starting out in the game. This dungeon gives you unprocessed ore, which in turn provides enchantment stones for upgrading your gear levels and combination stones for crafting stronger gear up to epic rarity. Note, you can only combine epic gears starting at level 70 items. Shall we get started then? In here, there are two ways to tackle this dungeon. First, by just gathering the ores, this tactic is for those who don't have enough damage to kill monsters in under 12 seconds. Secondly, by killing the monsters, which gives 2 ores per kill, in addition to gathering, which gives 1 ore. Now, we will follow the first route, where we will only gather. The important tip I'll show you here is our gathering route to maximize our time and to avoid waste of time, and ensuring we collect the maximum amount possible within given time limits. Alright, we'll start on the left area in here. Then after that, we will go out to the further left. Yes, we will ignore the one in the middle for now, and we'll get that once we finish this section. Remember, our plan is to maximize our time and to get most of this dungeon. Now that we got that, let's go back to our original path. And yep, we won't be taking that other route as it has no ore for us to gather and is longer than simply returning. After that, we will follow the path and just repeat this process. So in summary, finding the fastest route will yield better results. Right, now that we have finished covering Akma Mine, let's move on to our next dungeon, the Temple of Greed. Now, this is something you must absolutely never skip, because this dungeon gives a ton of bronze, which is the most useful currency in the game, and you can use this for many things. First and foremost, they are mostly used to enchant your equipment to make you stronger, and second, you can use them to combine equipment up to legendary rarity. And trust me, making legendary equipment will cost you a ton of bronze, and you might think 100 million kron is enough, but no.
No, 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 no!
If you have watched my other video, or you're someone who has already made a legendary equipment, then you'll know that this item isn't cheap. Third, you can use them to purchase skills and sometime event package, which you can see in the event section, and it's kinda expensive, right? Fourth but not the least, you can also use them to buy scrolls for buff, though best used for solo boss fights as they are expensive. Also, we can use them to buy health pots and mana pots, which we will be using a lot throughout the whole game. And reminder, if you plan to buy mana pots, only buy the common ones, especially if you plan to use them while AFK, as they provide almost the same effect and are the most cost effective for ROI when getting crons. Only use uncommon or superior pots when doing boss fights, PvP, solo boss fights, and dungeons. Alright, now you understand the importance of this dungeon, right? You could even say that this is the most important of all the dungeons, as crons are the lifeblood of this game's economy. And in a blockchain MMORPG like Rohan 2, understanding the economic flow is key to maximizing your real-world earnings. Now, let's go ahead and enter this one, shall we? And you might be looking for some secret exploit here, but actually the real trick on Temple of Greed is to use all possible buff you have, use all your skills, and use the highest grade mana potion to be able to spam skills. Now, don't be disappointed and leave the video because there was no grand trick to tackle the dungeon, but I promise you, the next one will definitely help you a lot. Especially this trick from a fellow creator named Kenshin X, and he's a Sage user. He told me that when entering the dungeon, don't use your auto skills on your 1 to 2 AoE skills. Save them for when the goblins are grouped together, and he said that by doing this, he maximizes his cron earnings on the dungeon. Alright, and shout out to Kenshin X Gaming for that tip. Alright, for our next dungeon, we will be entering the Battle of Pride. I can say that this is the second most important dungeon, as here we can earn EXP, which is very helpful for our overall growth. Not to mention, higher level equipment has a level requirements, so the higher you level, the better equipment you can use, and the faster you can get stronger than everyone else. Now, let's go ahead and enter this dungeon, shall we? So in here, I can show you the best way to tackle this specific one. Now that we are in, first and foremost, during the countdown, I would like you to move forward and go toward the mob spawn. Also, note to everyone, this works only on PCs. Sadly, we can't do this on mobile. Alright, so the reason why I want you to go forward and go toward this spawn is so that you can kill them faster. That way, they'll also spawn faster. Meaning, more kills cause more EXP that we can get. Secondly, in here, you can see that I'm getting the mobs aggro, and there are two reasons for that. First one, that way that the mobs won't get past me and damage the gate that we are protecting. Because if that gate gets damaged, it is very detrimental if you want to get more EXP by the end of this run. If that gate gets damaged even a bit, we won't be getting our 3 times multiplier, which is a big improvement, or should I say a bigger multiplier for us. And it is also our main goals for this run. As for the second reason, is that this one is for those who already have AOSP skills. Here, you can see I gathered them all in one spot so I can maximize my AO skill usage. Also, if you noticed, I was frantically clicking on my AO skill to activate it at that time. The reason for that is because I have too many skills and I want to prioritize their activation first, so they can reset faster and we are able to use them again for the next wave of mobs that will spawn. Now that we killed the first wave, we go again for the second wave, and after that, the third wave. And here, a mini elite will spawn. And if you notice, when that one mob went past me, that I took a step back, the reason for that lies in my other AoE skill, because it's a cone type skill and it can shoot in one direction only. I need to step back so that if my skill cooldown is done, all those mobs will get hit and I will maximize our skill usage. This is also a practical tip used in PvPs. After doing all that on repeat, we killed a total of 34 mobs and almost got 700 million EXP, which is very good for one run. And I can only earn this on more than 7 hours of AFK grind. Also, this isn't even the maximum amount that you can get in this dungeon. Back when I was in a guild and had those sweet buffs, I could kill a maximum of 37 mobs, which gave me 740 million EXP. That might be a small additional amount, but the more you play, those small things add up to be a huge help in the long run. Alright, now we're almost done here and let's go ahead and head to the ancient armory. For me, this is the third most important dungeon of them all. Well, this can't be said for others, but for me it is. Alright, so before we head in, we will discuss the importance of this dungeon. By clearing this, we can get a rare grade armor and weapons. This can be a great help, especially if you still don't have any epic equipment. Not to mention, you can use this bound rare item to combine it with an unbound rare item and turn it into an unbound epic item. Also, the difference between those two is that a bound item cannot be sold for ruby, meaning you can't make real money from it. While an unbound item, you can sell it for ruby, and yes, this ruby can also be exchanged for real cash on cross-trading platforms. Yep, this is because Rohan 2 Global is also a blockchain gaming platform where you can earn real money. Also for this one, while there isn't a hidden mechanic in here, the strategy is simple but crucial. You just need pure speed and power. But there's one thing you should know. The faster you kill the monster, the more rewards you can get from it. For those who watch till the end and want to know what this game is, it's an MMORPG game called Rohan 2 Global on Cross, and you can easily download this game on Google Play Store or on Rohan's site. Also, if you enjoyed my video, hope you give me a like, subscribe, and I promise I'll give you the best of the best that I can. And if you have any question or maybe something I can improve, leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to help you out.